I am Nicola. I am 27 years old and I am from Epping Garden Village, Goodwood. Okay, so I studied at the University of the Western Cape from my undergrad degree right up to my PhD. So in my undergrad, I was in the arts faculty. For my honours, I switched over to the EMS faculty. In my honours year, I did social development, master's social development. For my PhD, I enrolled into the School of Management and Entrepreneurship. If I could summarize my academic journey from 2015 until 2023, I'd say it was sacrifice. I didn't have a social life. I still don't have a social life, but I've just been motivated to achieve things, like to make a difference. I missed out on losing friends because there were times I was so busy and my friends and family members, they didn't always understand. But I had to make the sacrifice, and financially it hasn't always been easy. NSFAS or NSFAS came through. During my honours and my masters, I had funding, which I do not have to pay back at all. So I don't have any stress of, oh my word, I have to pay back tertiary or institutional funds or bursaries or whatsoever. I am cleared, so that is all good. It's been challenging. A lot of tears. There were times I would be in the bathroom at campus crying or being hard on myself. My pillow knows so many of my tears that fell on that day, so it has not been easy. Sometimes we neglect to speak about the emotional aspect and the mental aspect that studies can take on you. Throughout undergrad, I had periods of depression, and it was diagnosed in my honours year. But 2020 was the year where I just couldn't understand why was I always procrastinating, why didn't I submit things on time, why was I overwhelmed all the time, why couldn't I just focus when the lecturer was speaking. I went to the hospital and I was diagnosed with attention deficit hyperactivity disorder. I have the chronic ability to always hand things in later than usual. I procrastinate. I'm overwhelmed all the time and I just couldn't always focus. I was always inattentive, distracted easily. So ADHD, it's a learning disorder that you have because there is limitations standing in your way to learn something or to study or to complete study. But at the same time, I was anxious as well. And when they diagnosed me with the ADHD, it all made sense to me. Why was I the way I was? Why was I taking long to complete tasks? Why was I always submitting on the last minute, on the last time? When I was diagnosed, it all made sense to me. It is when I started to take my power back, I found out what is going to work for me, finding ways to complete my task on time, finding ways to get things done, because with ADHD, you're overwhelmed all the time. Sometimes we need to do things in a different way, but we belong in society. So many times we need to put up this mask to show that we are neurotypical, just like everyone else. But ADHD, those who are autistic and those who have dyslexia, they're very special, they're very innovative, they come up with a lot of solutions, and that has been the challenges thus far. There was a time where I had to use medication because my focus was out of place, and it is okay to take medication because it has helped you. There's so many stigmas around, like, no, you're not fine, but I'm here to say that I was in university, completed 3 degrees. Despite depression, despite anxiety, despite ADHD, it's possible. You are not your learning disorder. You are not the mental illness that society claims you as. You are not what doctors says you are. You are so much more than the mental illness that you were diagnosed with. It's when you take the power back and realize what works for me. That is when you realize that you can overcome that. Another challenge that I faced, and I will be summarizing up, it is the loss of my uncle in 2020 due to COVID-19. He passed on due to COVID-19, and it was a time where I had to submit my masters, but I couldn't submit my masters on time. I was 6 months behind with my master's submission because I lost my uncle, my everything. And I told myself, Nicola, Uncle Aaron would have wanted you to complete that master's, and I got back up. The times I felt sad, where I couldn't focus, my uncle was in my memory, and because of my uncle, in memory of my uncle, I completed my master's. 2 final challenges was, my dad got sick because of COVID. There was a time we thought he would be on the ventilator, but by the grace of God, my dad fought the battle against, he won the battle against COVID-19. My sister endured a 6 open heart surgery, 6-hour open heart surgery, and it was so difficult because in the time I had to finish my master's thesis, but my sister was so ill and I couldn't think of anything, just wanting my sister to come home, missing my sister. So there were so many challenges. I have officially enrolled to do my PhD, and the road ahead is challenging, but I do look forward to whatever comes my way. Okay, so a word of advice or just some recommendations or tips from my side. If you know of anybody or you are this person who battle with learning disabilities or anything else, I want you to know that it's fine. As my doctors and my psychiatrists told me many times, people with ADHD are people that are medical doctors, people that are successful, people that are actors. So you are not your learning disability. My advice is ask for accommodation. Tell them I struggle with submitting things on time. This would mean they would give you a mock date. So they would give you a fake date that would give you sufficient time to submit something on time. Be transparent, always be honest, but here's the other thing. You don't always have to disclose your mental illness or the challenge that you're battling with. No one else needs to know that. So at the same time, it is okay to ask for accommodation, for extra hours, for getting things done. And this may also be another thing that I realized that there are people that battled with dyslexia in primary and high school, but they were able to graduate at university. So find things that works for you. Be realistic. When you have a to-do list, don't overwhelm yourself with so many things that you need to do. Just do to the bare minimum, 3 things more than once. Okay, so mental health, always speak to someone. If you want to pray about it, reach out to a friend, someone you can trust in. It's okay to seek a psychologist or an expert. It is okay to ask for help if you are struggling. Don't drown yourself. And also to the guys, it's okay to cry, it's okay to express yourself, it's okay to see a psychologist, it's okay to battle with challenges, but you can overcome it. If I could offer some word of advice with regards to financial aid and funding, there's always financial aid available at universities. And never tell yourself, I don't have money to study. There's no such thing. I never had money to study, but money is made available. If you work hard in life, money is available to you. Another word of advice, don't be hard on yourself. Be realistic, set real goals. When you have a to-do list, be realistic, don't overwhelm yourself. Don't be hard on yourself if you receive a grade that you're not good with. One bad grade in high school is not a reflection of who you are. Never allow parents or family members to label you as stupid. Know your worth, know that you are worthy and that you belong. So yeah, with that being said, there's enough sunshine for everyone to shine. So yeah, it's been an honor to share about myself and also to share what has helped me. Thank you.